welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we are bringing you a really anticipated figure. Well, mainly for me, maybe not for you guys, you all like your Star Wars and your Marvel Legends, but for me, this is Street Fighter crossed with Power Rangers, and it's the Street Fighter side for me that is in my core. I used to go on a Friday night to my mum when she go down to the Chippy, and I used to play Street Fighter in the arcade down there. And then I got my Super NES playing Street Fighter Alpha, Marvel vs Capcom versus X-Men versus SNK. Any illustration of it, I absolutely love it. But if you never played Marvel vs Capcom 2, just go out there now and play it, because it is amazing. So this one here is actually from Boom Comics. It's the Street Fighter Morph Chun-Li Blazing Phoenix Ranger from the Lightning Collection, and she looks absolutely superb. She's doing a sort of like a 100 kick on the side here. We've got this kind of illustration of her sort of kind of coming in on the versus mode. On this side we've got a nice sort of like drawing version of the Power Ranger, and this side we've got that Chun-Li as well with the morphed Chun-Li right in here. On the back got a nice picture of her with all her display on this side as well. With all our special effects. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad girl open. Well, as you can see, they really skimped out on the packaging here. Talk about save plastic and save the earth. How about save the trees next, Hasbro? Jesus. Yeah, there's nothing literally down here. It could have been in a lot smaller box, to be honest with you. But then I guess they warrant the price for that. Let's give them a bigger box. It looks like they're getting more buck for their money. So let's take her out, or her, shall we say. Or who knows these days. Let's just get her out for our first impressions. And I just can't wait for this figure. And we'll put her against with all the other Power Rangers as well that we have. And yeah, she's looking pretty cool. I really love all the details down here. She feels a little bit wobbly at the top there, and maybe the arms look a little bit too small, but we'll go away, we pose her up, see what she can do, and we see. Taken the pictures, and what can I say about this figure? Well, part of me really loves it. It is Street Fighter, it's Power Rangers, and she looks great. She photos well, she's got great articulation, she has everything going for her. However, the price point is a little bit sore. Maybe it is quite hard to get Street Fighter and Power Rangers, like maybe the licensing cost is quite high, and that's why they have to do it in this kind of way. But I just feel like there's not a lot of value for money. I kind of wish she comes with a weapon or an interchangeable head, because as a figure she only comes with these extra hands, and I feel like I'm getting less than I would with a $22.99 kind of Power Ranger figure. However, she only comes with these other accessories, which are her effects. I kind of set it up already. So she comes with this stand. It comes in two pieces and plugs in. You've actually got these nice little peg systems around on there. However, I do feel like with the leg one, with the 100 kick sort of thing on here, it's blue translucent plastic, very heavy, but trying to get the sort of like the peg into this is quite hard. I've got some stress marks on here already. You can sort of angle it around if you want to do so, but as you can see, it's quite high. So for her to get her leg up into that part there, it just feels a little bit off, and the posing is very limited because the leg is so high as well. We can actually take this off, and she comes with the other power part that she comes with is a Kikoken. Again, a very dark translucent plastic, and it's quite robust and heavy. So we've got the fire effect coming out of the side here. We've got this swoosh look, and then the big fire bit at the end here. There's an extra hole inside, so again we can plug in the stand with a little bit of force, and then go on the peg system, so it can go up and down, you know, so if she wants to attack from above, you can do so, and straight ahead and whatnot. Again, this one actually fits at a good sort of level for her to do like a one shooting it out from the wrists. The other accessory that comes with of the effects, which I don't get, to be honest with you, is she is the Phoenix Ranger. So we have a Phoenix here. As you can see, it's kind of coming through like this kind of electric, but there's no kind of ball joint part in there. There's no hole, so you can't pull it on the stand to make sure like she's sort of like shooting it from her hands also. So it's just like, it doesn't wrap around a weapon or anything like that. So it's just just seems a bit weird that she has it, because there's nothing else you can really do with it, unfortunately. The other accessories she comes with are these 2 little punching hands. She comes with open hands, and actually she wears these ones when you get her out of the packet. But the details on there are not too bad. Got a bit of colour bleed on there, and then they got the hinge and the peg system. I always find the pegs are a little bit too long for these Power Ranger figures. I always feel like they're going about to break. So looking at the figure itself, we can go through her articulation, and the articulation is 100% there. She's really cool. So head-wise, got left, right. She's actually got upper neck movement, so you can turn that left and right, and then she got the lower neck movement down there as well. So she can look down this far and look back this far, and you get a bit of swagger in there. Also up here, you got this sort of like hair buns that she has on the side of her helmet, and these can actually rotate. So if she's falling down or running quick or just sort of standing still, you can do that as well. Arm wise, you've got full rotation, but obviously hindered by the sort of chest guard here. Arm can come up this far. We've got a butterfly joint in there. We've got a rotation at the upper arm as well, and we've got a double elbow joint as well with pinless as well for female. Rotation at the wrist, and it's also on a hinge. Waist left, right. She can look down this far and look back this far. Legs can come up this way, forward, back, upper thigh rotation in there, and you've got hip sort of like movement as well, hip up and down. And then you've got a double knee, pinless as well, rotation at the boot, and it's on the hinge, which is really nice. But really for me, it's literally what this character is about, and it's a Chun-Li as a Power Ranger, and I think really the design is really cool, and I think with Hasbro have done a great job in actually bringing the character to life as well. My only nitpick is that the gold just looks a little bit too plasticky for me. I kind of wish it really sparkled and be really shiny and nice. So looking at the head, we've got like the phoenix on the top up there. It kind of looks like the pterodactyl as well. Round on the mouth and stuff, it's just a normal sort of like guard. They haven't got a mouth in there. And then you've got these pits sort of hanging down. Back on here, you can actually see there's a kind of a different colour just inside. It's a bit like a sort of like a bronzy colour, which matches the belt as well around on the side. These arm guards actually come off or they move, which is sometimes annoying. Down on here, we actually got the gloves with the spikes. These don't rotate, they don't come off either. They are literally just rigid on there. Maybe with a little bit of pride you could take them off, but it's not needed, and they don't get in the way of those hands. Down here we actually got the gold going down it all into this nice sort of embroidery underneath there. Underneath there is just nothing there, it's just a blue torso, unfortunately. And then down on the legs, matching the hands and gloves, we've got the yellow stripe and nice and white. And again, you've got that bronzy colour with the gold around on the boots. And then we've got her nice laces as well on the boots as well. So it's really, really nice. And then obviously we've got a morph on there with the phoenix. So yeah, looking quite cool. I just realised it's the phoenix is on the chest as well. Dope. But yeah, she looks really cool, really great. Poses excellent as well. And what I like about the figure as well is she's actually the same sort of size as the female Power Rangers as well. That's one thing I was kind of hoping that she would sort of stay in size, because I just thought she would be a little bit bigger and a little bit taller, so she would sort of come away from the Power Ranger line, if that makes sense. But she's pretty cool there. So you got her with the Pink Ranger and with the Red Ranger as well. So the Red Ranger is just a little bit taller, which is nice. And then we can bring in God, I can't remember her name. Silk. There we go. From Marvel Legends to fall inside. So again, a really nice sort of size comparison parts in there. And then we can bring in the Black Series of a Stormtrooper as well. So look at that, they can actually go across all those kind of cross waves, across the multiverse of your shelves, which is pretty cool. So thank you all so much for joining me on this one. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this one. I can't wait for Ryu and Kenny's to come in a few, well, I guess it's going to be a little bit later, probably next year now. But thank you all so much for joining me on this one. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, ding that bell, follow me on Instagram where you see more pictures of this one. See you next time. Take care. Bye.